Well, with 9 games left to go of the season, I'm almost certain that we are going to avoid relegation. But if our form keeps up like the way it is, I don't see why not. We can't be in a fight for automatic promotion. Hello, welcome to Club On Part 49 of the Globe Explorer. Coming up in today's episode, we do have our Sky Bet League 2 fixtures against Cambridge and York City. So since the last episode, our form has been very, very good. Albeit we've not actually played a lot of games since the last episode. Our last episode was Colchester and Fleetwood, where we lost 1-1. Since then, we have 3 wins and 1 defeat. The wins came against Swindon, Notts County, and a 4-0 win over Rochdale. And unfortunately, we did lose 3-1 to Leighton Orient, which it's mind-boggling because Leighton Orient are near the bottom half. I think they are very much in a relegation battle. They are. So I don't know how we lost to them, but we're doing really well in the league. We're currently 7th at the moment. We do have a game in hand to some teams, albeit the top 3 teams, which will be very interesting, especially if we can get a win against Cambridge, because we are 6 points behind them, 9 points behind top of the league. I'm not saying anything because I don't want to say it because albeit we have avoided relegation. With a win today, we will avoid relegation. But can we get in the playoffs? I don't know. We'll find out in the next episode where we're going to be next season. Whether we'll be League 2 or maybe League 1. But that's very much a long shot. Let's finish the season first. So we've got McCormick in goal for our game against Cambridge. McCormick in goal. Back for Satchev, Edison, Griffith and Bashumo. Rohart, Brown and Pimlott in the midfield. Then we've got DeCosta on the right. Troes in the middle. Arusa on the left. And Morgan Bates up front. Come on, lads. Let's hopefully get a decent win. I'm not expecting much against Cambridge because they are a decent team. Obviously in 4th and fighting for the automatic spots. Obviously there is 3 up for grabs, so which are technically, in my opinion, League 2 is the easiest league to get out of, because obviously you got the top 3 go up automatically, then 4th to 7th obviously finishing the playoffs. So it's actually easier to get out of this league than it is to get out of any of the other leagues in the EFL Pyramid, which is absolutely bonkers. McConnell has got the ball. Can we get the ball clear? We do, and it does go out for a corner. It was actually, I think it was a save or a block. Either way, it got a corner for Cambridge, and thankfully didn't really do much from that set piece. But 10 minutes into the game, we haven't really started the game too well. We haven't started the game at all yet. We've only had 1 shot on goal. Thankfully, it was on target. Didn't really need too much. We have had 2 corners, so hopefully at some point we can try and do something when we get the ball. We haven't really had much of a possession so far, but we are half an hour into the game. Apart from that early couple chances from Cambridge, nothing much has happened this first half. I'm going to take it as a positive. I presume this is our game in hand. If we take a look at the can we take a look at the league table? Yeah, this is our game in hand. So if we can get the win, that will move us a couple of places higher in the league, or maybe 1 or 2 places. But still, it's good to get the points on at this point, at this stage of the season. We can do with all the points we can get. Pimlott has got the ball. Can we find? Oh, I appreciate him having a shot there, but I don't think that was the right option. He had Morgan Bates lurking in the middle, but couldn't quite see him, so I guess the shot was the only option for him, but we did put a corner out of it. Don't think much came from it, but Sachdev has got the ball now to Rohart Brown. Cuts inside, cuts it back for Morgan Bates, but unfortunately couldn't quite get the shot on goal. And Derusu puts the ball back in the box, and it's a good catch from Christian Walton, the Cambridge goalkeeper. And we do head into half-time goalless at the moment. We've definitely come alive in the latter stages of the first half, which is very good. If we can carry on performing like that throughout ideally the whole of this second half, I think we can definitely grab a goal or 2, just a goal ideally. But Cambridge, apart from that, the early couple chances, they didn't seem to do much creativity in the first half, albeit nothing too highlight worthy. Even though they have had 9 shots, 6 on target, didn't really see many of them. They weren't really that threatening. Jones has got the ball now to Massielis. Can we just get the ball, please? Hurtado has got the ball. Really put the ball into the box, goes inside, and the shot was well off target. Not even close to testing McCormick in our goal. But half an hour left to go. I think we probably will make a couple of changes. I think Jordan Thomas he's nervous. Should I be nervous about getting him on? I don't know. I think we'll get him on. We'll give him a little bit of a run around. So Thomas is going to come on for Da Costa, and I think we'll also get off Griffith. He's coming back from injury, and then Luke Bell is going to come on to replace him. Another player who is also just recently coming back from a very serious injury, so very good to have him back in the defensive area. Come on, 20 minutes left to go. Still goalless at the moment. Can we get a goal, which will put us up to 63 points? So definitely, probably would stay the same as the table, but it might push us up a place or two. Owusu back to Bashumo. Let's get the ball into the box. Bashumo crosses it. Thomas was working at the back post, but wasn't in the right position. But that was very unlucky. And Cambridge are through. And thankfully, that is a very good save from McCormick, obviously our goalkeeper, who is only on loan with us. Might potentially try bringing him permanently in the summer, depending on what league he is, or depending on what league we're in, depending on his contract situation, because he has been a very good goalkeeper since he's come in. Doran hasn't really been able to get back into the team. Thomas puts the ball into the box. It was in the right area, but it just couldn't quite find its way to Morgan Bates, which I'm sure if it did, that would have been a goal all day long. Reed has got the ball with some of our passing play from out the back. It's not been great at all. Dardo, thankfully, we do manage to clean up any danger. It's not clear just yet. Bashumo has got the ball now to Rooster. Let's get the ball upfield, where hopefully we can try and build up a attack, which obviously we're not going to do at the moment. We are going to make a couple changes. Rohart Brown is going to make way for Ollie Andrews, so hopefully he can try and score us a winning goal. Midwood is also going to come on for Morgan Bates for the final 15 minutes, where it is still goalless between us and Cambridge. So hopefully a goal for any team will probably wrap up the 3 points, but I think it is probably heading to a boring 0-0 draw unless we're going to get a late goal from Satchev. Ollie Andrews making a brilliant run. Cody Twose does fire off the effort, but unfortunately wasn't enough to put the ball into the back of it. I think we've been very unlucky this second half not to grab a goal. Midwood has got space to run into. That's poor. That is very poor from you, Midwood. He's been another player. It's in spells, Midwood. Some games he's decent, some games not so decent. This is one of those games where he hasn't really been that decent, mainly because we have just brought him on, and Scott Robinson unfortunately does put the ball into the back of the net to make it 1-0 to Cambridge. It's a bit harsh because I don't think Cambridge really deserve their goal. They haven't really done much this second half, but there is still a couple minutes left to play. Plenty of time to hopefully grab an equaliser. Can we just get like a late corner or something? I don't think it's going to happen, but unfortunately it does end in a 1-0 defeat, which it's disappointing, but I'm sure Cambridge will be up there by the end of the season. I'm fairly sure they will get automatic promotion, but where does that leave us in the table? Does that leave us still 7th? Obviously, we do play York next. So what's the points gap looking like? 2 points between us and York. So obviously a win will move us up into 6th and hopefully try and create a bit of a points gap between us and the playoff contenders. That's like down the likes of probably I'd say Worthing are still in playoff contention. Anyone down to like 14th, maybe not 14th. So anyone above 10th is in playoff contention. But hopefully we can get back to winning ways with a win against York. The lineup for our match against York will be McCormick in goal, a back four, Satchev, Edison, Silva and Bashumo, Andrews and Pimlott in the midfield. Then we've got DaCosta out on the right, Phillips in the middle, and Rusu on the left. Then we've got Morgan Bates up front. Come on, lads, we need to seriously get a win if we want to try and push for the playoffs. We are in the playoffs at the moment, but obviously we're still only a couple points clear. I think it was literally just 1 point clear off 8th. So a win here would be ideal considering York are literally just above us. So a win here push us up into 6th, and that's about it. But obviously if points go our way and Cambridge, Northampton, Notts County all drop points, which that title race is looking very juicy indeed. I mean, imagine if they all drop points and we win today's game, which I don't think is going to happen, but I just want to finish in the top half. If we sneak into the playoffs, we sneak into the playoffs. But I don't think we're good enough to go up. Unless I'm proved wrong, we might potentially go up. But I still don't know what the plan is for the end of the season. But we'll find out tomorrow's episode. But Billy Phillips has put the ball into the back of the net to make it 1-0 to Weston-Super-Mare. 15 minutes on the clock, and we have just taken the lead to put us 6th in League Two. This is our first season in the EFL, so getting promoted will be I'd say a massive overachievement considering we're only meant to really attempt to avoid relegation. I think according to the season preview, we're actually predicted to finish bottom, so we're really overperforming because I don't think this squad is nowhere near good enough for League One. There's a couple players that might make the step up, albeit they might not play every game, but then there's some players who I don't think will perform at a League One level, and Rusu being one of them. He's been all right this season. Many of these players have been all right this season, but nowhere near as good as last year. Morgan Bates hasn't really reached the same sort of levels, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. Oliver Pimlott, what a goal that is. He's been sublime this year. I think Pimlott, he's been good in League Two. I think he can definitely make the step up into League One. At least I hope he can. Otherwise, we're in for a long old transfer window if we do get promoted this year. A lot of transfers would have to be done, and Leighton Stewart has got 1 goal back for York. There were slight suspicions of offside, but I don't think he was. I think he just about stayed on, and it is now 2-1 to Weston-Super-Mare. Come on, lads, let's hopefully get a 3rd goal. There's going to be goals in this game. There's already been 3 at the moment. We're 25 minutes into the game. There could potentially be another 2 in this first half. Arusu has got the ball, plays the ball along to Bates, and he puts the ball into the back of it. I think that's his 12th goal of the season, and we are wheeling away to, well, not to victory, but yeah, it's pretty close. What's the league table looking like? Because this is where I start caring about the league table. In the running with 6th place, 63 points. Notts County only 6 points above us. I don't know if we still have them left to play. I suspect we don't. I don't really know who we have left. I know we've got Worthing and Tranmere as the last 2 games of the season. Tranmere are in a relegation. I think they're in a relegation fight. I'm not sure how many points above it they actually are, but they're definitely down there. And Worthing are mid-table, so not an easy end to the season. But then apart from that, I don't know who else we actually play. I think Mansfield's in there somewhere. Again, I can't remember where. Has Bashumo got himself sent off? I hope he has. That's not ideal at all. I think, do we just get off a Rooster? Let's put DaCosta out on the left-hand side. Phillipson out on the right. Owusu's going to be the man that's going to come off for... Get on... Don't really want to get on Griffith because he's not really fit to play. He's only fit to play 45 minutes, but we'll get him on. Persevere with him. But we are 5 minutes away from half-time. But it's not a penalty, is it? No, just a free kick. But we are down to 10 men, and we are going to have to survive all of the second half with a man less. York should. Well, if I was the York manager, I'd go all out attack in the second half, just because they've got the one man advantage, which hopefully they do. Well, I'd say hopefully they don't take advantage of, because this is going to be very hard. A fourth goal would be lovely, but I suspect that we're not going to get it, considering we are a man light in the attack. But if we can get a fourth goal, that would surely wrap up the victory. And Felix on the edge of the area, who's out there with him? He's got to come off from an offside position. Givenson has got the ball. He looks like a tall guy. He looks like a very tall guy, that Givenson. How tall is he? He looks at least 7 foot. 6'2". He feels a lot taller than that, or our players are just really short, or unless it's just my eyesight playing up. And Sango Silva has got the ball, goes into the area, goes down to the box. Referee, that's got to be a penalty. Apparently not. Stones has got the ball again. Another big player. They all look really big. I think most of our players are just really tiny, and the York players just look like giants compared to our players. But we do have 30 minutes left to go. Obviously, still with 10 men. York still have 11. I wish they could get a red card as well. Then it's an even playing field. Right, we are going to make a couple more changes. Pimlott is going to make way for Colton. And I think DaCosta also makes way for Cody Twose. I think that's probably all the changes we shall do for now. With 20 minutes left to go, still to 2-goal advantage. So the closer we get into half full time, the more confident I feel. I don't see us bottling this game, not anytime soon. Unless York get a goal here, then I might just start getting a little bit worried as Josh Stones puts the ball into the back of the net. So unfortunately, half the deficit. It's now only a 1-goal lead, which is slightly terrifying. With 15 minutes left to go and only 10 men on the pitch, and the defence is getting a little bit shattered. So do have Harry Rodder down on the bench, so we will get him on for the final 10 minutes, and I think we're gonna get off Phillips for Jordan Thomas, so just give him a little bit of a run around. Morgan Bates is staying on the pitch. Midwood will unfortunately miss out for another appearance for Weston-Super-Mare, but needs must. We have to try and win this game. Couple minutes left to go. 4 minutes of additional time. Can we just hold on to the 1-goal advantage? This would be a huge win in terms of our title fight. That would be absolutely massive. And we do. It is a 3-2 win over York. That is a massive win, considering they are probably one of our playoff rivals, who I do suspect they will finish. They might finish in there. They might not. But we do move into 6th. 7 points behind Northampton with 7 games left to go. I'm just saying, it might be possible. We might be in a title fight, but that's probably too early to tell. But we could be in a playoff fight. We're definitely going to try and finish in the playoffs. Whether or not we're going to get automatic promotion remains to be seen. But the remaining 7 games are Southend, Northampton, Mansfield, Crewe, Dagenham and Redbridge, and obviously the final 2 games of the season, which will be coming up in the next episode, are Worthing and Tranmere, where hopefully we might be in a title fight. If you have enjoyed today's video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel for more Daily Football Manager videos, and thank you very much for watching.